Alright everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. We're getting around to some more Shonen Jump reaction reviews in just a second here. So like I mentioned in the other videos, we are getting back to channel stuff after I've come back from my vacation. But I'm going to take a little brief hiatus just to rest and recuperate a little bit more from the read-throughs at least. So look forward to those coming back next weekend sometime. But in the meantime, there's still a lot of great content coming your way this weekend. So if you haven't already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's right. Give me a second. Why are you like this? But yeah, without further ado, let's dive into with Akane-Banashi, chapter 134. In black, I assume it's in black and white. Oh, sorry, there's everything. Story 134, There Is Everything. Story by Yuki Tsunaga, art by Takamasa Moe, with translation by Stephen Paul, and lettering by Sneer-Aron. We have Rakugo connects the present to the past, a 20th century's tale of passionate, fiery youth. Is this like a film poster that they made it out to? So let me just see if I can get this cover page. Not that, sorry, shown properly here. Yeah, so it seems like they're making it seem like it's like a little film, like an old style film cover the way they've done it. With like Isho Arakawa, Shigamo Arakawa, Akane Arakawa, Urara Rensaika, Kuroku Kashiwaya. Yeah, it's a great cover page. So pick up where you left off. I assume last time with oh man, you see, I assume that's Isho like walking like in the thing with like blood just dripping down his arm onto the ground. She and a flick. I was like, huh? And I see a bunch of like lights just flickering on as they walk into the Rakugo Theater for the performance. You have both of them just like wheezing after the beatdown they've just taken. And he's like, why did he stop the fight, idiot? And he's just getting like all impatient. He just sits down with a thwad and he's just like scratching his hair. It's like, does he think he's a hero saving the weakling? He's like, screw you. And you see him just give him like this beatific little smile as he heads up onto the stage. Oh god, I love this so much. And you see as he just he sets himself down on the mat and he goes, my name is Kuroku Kashiwaya. It's like the night is, and you see as his face kind of just like getting all wavy as Isho is kind of like getting, I guess, concussion from all the beating he's taking. He's like, huh? What's he saying? And you see I can't make it out. He's like, no, I know this guy's deal. I see right through him. He's got nothing. And he thinks back to when he's in the soba shop just going, it's like Kyoe soba's just the best. He's like, or so I thought. I got a slick tongue but no money. You too, right? He's like, put it on my tab. It's like, same as me. He's like, we've got nothing. I thought you didn't have anything either. And you see him just like huffing and wheezing. And you see, as he looks ahead, he sees the Yakuza guy also in audience, also in the audience further in. It's like, I don't know what happened in your past, but right now, you're just a broke deadbeat and a soba eater. And you see as, was it Kuroku? Sorry, give me a second. Yeah, Kuroku starts his performance. He starts with, now I'm a soba eater, so I know a little something about what makes good soba. And you see Isho's like taken aback by this. And he takes his fan and he mimes like breaking apart the chopsticks. And he uses it to like mimic like holding a bowl, like lifting up the soba noodles with it. So just to show the panels what they look like. Sorry. Yeah, I know it's a little bit bright. I'm trying to change that for future things, but and you see as Isho's watching, he's just like mimics blowing, mimics blowing on hot soba. And mimics like slurping and like just eating it and enjoying it. And you see all the audience just like raucous applause. And he thinks back to, can you blame her? It's like, I thought that having nothing was a dead end. But, and he sees like the audience just like enraptured by this performance. He's like, there's nothing here, and yet there's everything. And he goes, for an instant, our eyes met. And you can see like a look of sympathy on his face as he's looking over at Isho. And he goes, it felt like all of my juvenile naivete was on full display. I was ashamed, humiliated, pitiful. But I realize now that I'd already decided on my course in that moment. I knew that I would follow him, and you see him just like breaking down into tears. Oh my god, man. So good. Again, I think this so I guess quick thoughts on the chapter. So I think this chapter is kind of like a perfect example of kind of like the minimalism, how well it can be used effectively. Not only where you have that panel of just, you know, the profile of Kuroku just like walking up onto stage, but also just with like the lack of dialogue and like everything else in the chapter, because most of it's like, alright, Ishi's just gotten his ass beat to shit. Like, he's probably got a concussion, so he can't hear well. You know, he's not able to breathe properly. He's not able to focus on this performance at all. Like, he's just thriving on pure spite and hatred right now, going into this. And so you see him just like watching this entire performance just through the motions, because he can't process everything else. Like, he can't process it like auditorily or anything else through the performance. And you see just the reactions through the audience as they're watching it. You see this one woman just like doing this thing where she's like imitating, like she's pretending she's also full, just like watching him enjoy this hearty bowl. So yeah, I just really love it for that alone, for the way this chapter was structured, but also just the unexpected kind of like emotional resonance at the end, where like you can see why Isho was so enraptured by this performance, that he dedicated his life to Rakugo, and why he feels so strongly about it. And I think that's good, because like even just from context clues alone, you can kind of pick up on a lot of that from this chapter. So yeah, really good. Honestly, this I think has been by far my favorite arc in Akane, even though it's not even finished yet. It's not even a contest. So I really cannot wait to see where it's going to go from here. But yeah, really excited to see more. So with all that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, you know, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, I'll get around to all the Shonen Jump chapters today. Then next week we'll get back to read-throughs as per normal. So until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.